Welcome to the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast. This week's episode is sponsored by Kevin T. Kroenke. We actually have a Disc Beat update for later. This week we're joined by Evan, Alex, Corey, Jaimen, Tim. Randy will be here in a bit, and we may or may not hear from Robo-Jasan. Our guest tonight has been a PDGA member since 2021, but already has 17 career wins, including 3 in the MP40 division in 2025. Despite that, he could still only buy about 3 of Corey's cars with his career earnings. He's been a DisCap board member for the last year and is responsible for both tcmatchplay.net and tcwhiteboard.com. Thank you for joining us, Jay Gorsage.
Hello.
You prefer Jay, I assume, because that's what I see everywhere. It's not Jason?
Yeah, either or is fine, but yeah, Jay's kind of preferred, I suppose.
Okay, well, Jay, how'd you first discover disc golf?
I first came across disc golf almost 30 years ago. I was in high school. I was in, I think, 1997. Some friends said, hey, we're going to go check out this Frisbee golf tournament going on up the road from where we were hanging out. So we went up to this place in Niskayuna, and they had a Frisbee golf tournament going on. So that was the first time I kind of came across disc golf.
What course was this?
I don't even know if it's a course or if it was a temp kind of a thing, but it was at Environment 1 in Niskayuna.
So how did you first start playing?
So I'd become aware of it at that point, and then sometime in around 2010, I think the course went in at Central Park in Schenectady. I saw the baskets, or I was talking with somebody, I don't remember what, but I remembered it from playing in the 90s. Went out and bought a set of discs and tried to play a few rounds, and of course didn't know what I was doing, and everything went left. Kind of hung up the discs for another 10 years until COVID. And some friends got into it, and I found out they were playing, and I said, hey, I've got some discs. And that's kind of when I got into it. It was about 5 years ago now.
So back in the 90s when you were in high school, you actually did play at that course.
Yeah, it was on a private property in Niskayuna. Some company, and they just had I don't remember if they actually had baskets or if it was an object course. I think we were playing with lids even back then. And I managed to find some information about what it was back then, because I thought it was crazy. I couldn't find it on PDGA, so it definitely wasn't a sanctioned tournament or anything. But they were still doing it as of 2018, according to their Instagram.
Oh, that's cool. You said 97?
97, yeah.
And Jaimen, you can correct me. Other than Kisco in 97, was there any other courses that you know of?
No, not a lot. Nothing up here at all. There was definitely stuff out in like Rochester and stuff, but I think that's even early for Warwick. I want to say Warwick went in like 2001 or something.
Yeah, I think Warwick and FDR were both around 2000, 2001, like you're saying. So that's like very early days, especially up that way. Because even JPark, is 2006?
Yeah, 7-ish, I think.
And just throw a link in the chat to what I found on Instagram for them. It says their inaugural was in 95. So that was even 2 years before I played there. It's not an established course. I think it's just something they set up like once or twice a year and have an event. And I just kind of stumbled on it in 97.
Have you been back since?
I haven't, no.
That's pretty cool. You said you played 2010 and then again in 2020. Do you remember your first disc?
So the first disc I bought was in 2010. I went to EMS. I bought a set of 3 discs. I asked the guy, I was like, wow, what do I need? I knew nothing about it other than throwing discs into a basket. And so he picked out an AVR, a Champ Spider, and an iDie Wraith. And I still bag the iDie Wraith. I've lost it 3 or 4 times for significant amount of times, and it's like the prodigal son. It always comes home.
Corey, you throw Wraiths, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't touch one of those iDies. That's how I know Jay still got a little bit of that am in him. He's throwing those iDie discs.
What do you consider your home course, your local course?
My local course is Prospect. That's right down the road for me. But I would probably consider JPark my home course. I play there more than anywhere else, I'd say.
All right. Top 5 in the area. We'll use Hudson Valley as the area. So that's a little liberal, but what would be your top 5? If you want to, you could put them in order, but if not, just a top 5.
Top 5 in any order could be JPark, CPS, Wilcox, probably CTK, and I'll even throw Prospect in there because it's kind of what I really cut my teeth on when I started playing.
Have you ever played Warwick? And I'm not asking that it should be or anything. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I played it once for the NIFA championships this past fall.
Okay. How many unique courses have you played?
I haven't logged all of the courses that I've played, but it's pretty close. I have 76 logged on UDisc, so it's probably, I'd say, north of 80.
Oh, heck yeah. And what about the farthest one you've played at?
Done in Charlotte.
Okay. Did you play a tournament there?
I've played a couple tournaments in the Raleigh area. I played Tim Selinsky U.S. Masters there a couple years ago.
Jay, out of any course that you've played, what's your favorite?
My favorite course that I played is probably the Diablo down in Cary, North Carolina. I think it's a very well-designed course. There's a lot of great tunnel shots in the woods, but they're not like JPark tunnel shots. It's very wide, well-defined fairways with well-placed trees that you still have to hit specific lines. And it also has some shots where you throw out of the woods and back into the woods. It's a great course. There's 22 holes on it, several different layouts.
There's some water carries in there too, right?
There's some water carries, yeah. Beautiful piece of property too.
And if you had a dream course you haven't played that you'd want?
I'd love to go over to Europe and play some of the courses that they play on tour out there. I think those are some beautiful courses. I can't think of exactly what courses they are, but just seeing some of those courses in like Sweden and Finland, I think I'd really enjoy playing some of those.
Awesome.
All right, wide open field, basket's 200 feet away. It's flat ground, no 45 mile per hour winds, no negative 20 wind chill or anything like that, no foot of snow. What disc are you throwing and how are you throwing?
Basket straight ahead, 245, you said?
200.
200? Probably going either Envy or Proxy. I'll probably go Envy. A little bit of a hyzer.
Backhand?
Backhand, yep.
Does that Envy have bananas dyed on it?
That one got retired, I think.
Oh.
The bananas.
Okay, that's bananas.
In pajamas.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first tournament?
My first tournament, I think, was the Jammer in 2021. It might have been that, or it might have been the Headless Horseman.
I got it as the Headless Horseman.
The Headless Horseman?
Yeah.
That was in 21.
Yeah, 2021, Headless Horseman playing AM. That was in October. And in November, you played the Capital Disc Open.
Yep. So I actually played the Jammer and that first tournament that Jaimen did at Crandall that summer. Those were my first two tournaments. They were not on PDGA. I was not a member yet.
What do you remember about them?
I remember being really nervous. I had no idea what to expect. I was just like, yeah, I'm going to sign up for this tournament. I don't know anybody in the scene at that point. I'd been playing for maybe 6 months.
You said when you started playing around 2020, there were a couple friends that played. Do those guys still play?
Yeah, we still go out and play. They play just about every Sunday, and I try and join them when I can if I'm not doing team challenge or some sort of coursework or something else. But yeah, we still get out and play.
Are they tournament players or just casual players?
They're pretty casual players. I'm the only one that got fit hard by the bug.
I was going to ask, what made you sign up for PDGA in 2021?
I don't remember exactly what made me sign up for it. It kind of went all in, I suppose.
Yeah, because I mean, your first PDGA event's not till October. I'm just thinking, like, for me, it was like, well, if you're playing a certain amount of tournaments, you're saving money on these tournaments, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of the end of the year, so I didn't know if that applied to it at all.
Well, I think it got to the point where it was that late in the year where you could sign up for the next year and you got the rest of the year kind of free. And I was looking at it like, yeah, I think I'm going to play more tournaments. So rather than paying the $10 fee as a non-member, I would just, sign up for whatever it was at that point and save myself a bunch of money.
Absolutely. And it looks like looking at the next year, you definitely played enough.
You got my money's worth.
Yeah, you got your money's worth. Well, I noticed, though, in 2021, you played the Headless Horseman in rec, but that's your only rec tournament? At least, I mean, maybe the ones before that, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the two before that I played rec, Jammer and the Crandall tournament.
You won the Headless Horseman. How'd you do in the other two?
I didn't do very well at the Jammer, playing north and south, especially as somebody that's only been playing for 6 months. That's a tough course to kind of jump into your first tournament on.
Absolutely. So what made you think to jump up, though? Because the next year, I see a lot of AM40, but I also see intermediate and advanced.
Just kind of testing out the waters in the different divisions, kind of seeing where I fit in. And then I got to the point where I had more than enough discs, so I figured I'd step up and start playing NP40 and maybe take home a little money.
So you kind of start playing, we'll say just for sake of argument, mid-2021 till now. So that's a solid, 5 years, give or take?
Coming up, yeah.
How different is your bag compared to when you first started?
I guess I've narrowed it down to less molds, but I now carry multiple copies of the molds that I've kind of settled into. Whereas before I just had a plethora of different discs because I didn't know what I was doing and what was working. So I was just throwing stuff in the bag and throwing it and seeing what worked out.
Nice. Well, speaking of discs in your bag, I think Corey has a question for you.
Jay, when you go to prospect dubs, do you ever bring less discs or modify your bag a bit because you wouldn't need everything you normally would have?
Yeah, occasionally. I even run dubs sometimes where I say we're only playing with 2 or 3 discs.
All right. Say you have one of your modified Prospect Dubs bags and it's a nice summer night. You go down to Dubs, finish your round. When then all of a sudden you get a phone call. Someone's called you out to a tag match and it has to happen tonight at JPark. What 3 discs in your Prospect doubles bag are you going to use to play a round at J South knowing your tag is on the line? And what is your putting putter?
And my putting putter.
Yeah.
So I get 3 in my putting putter. So my putting putter is a Logic. Probably bring in my Envy, a Crave, and a Trail.
How many holes do you throw a trail on at Prospect? 2? 1?
Probably
I can think of a few.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
I kind of do forget about there's a hole 7 in the back.
It's like the soft 4s.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple soft 4s. 14, the long tight tunnel. That's a trail shot. 10's a trail. 7 get away with.
I throw a trail on the Troy sign hole.
Yep. I mean, the way I was throwing this past weekend, I couldn't throw anything more than 280 feet in all the snow.
Yeah, we're assuming this round you're playing is in temperate weather,
Yeah.
not too,
So, what do you like to see on a course? Or what don't you like to see on a course?
One thing I really like on a course, like I said earlier, is when you have to throw a shot that plays out of the woods and into a field, and then you have to make a second shot that throws back into the woods, and you have to hit another gap to get back in. I really kind of like that design.
Sure. Yeah. Anything that you don't particularly like?
Holes that play very much strictly as a forehand hole, because I do not have a forehand.
Fair.
When you say you don't have a forehand, are you talking about like, I got 150 feet to the basket, but I just need to get around this tree? Do you have that kind of forehand, or you're talking about off the tee kind of thing?
Yeah, anything with power I can't throw. If I gotta scramble around a tree and just chip into somewhere where I can make a better shot or just get onto the green, I could probably manage something like that. But if I have to put any sort of power behind a forehand, I feel like my arm's just gonna fall right off.
Nice. I mean, that's not nice. A disturbing image, but no. What's your go-to course beverage?
Gatorade.
Any particular color? I would say
Purple.
flavor, but we all know they're just colors.
Yeah, it's just colors. Purple's I'd say my go-to as of late.
All right. When you first started playing, who would you consider your first favorite pro disc golf? Or did you even follow pro?
Like touring pro or?
Yeah. Like somebody like you might have seen on Jaimen or something like that.
I think the one that probably first really kind of stuck a chord with me would be Calvin. I just remember watching some Jaimen's coverage, and they did those slow-mo intros back there, and one of them with Calvin came on, just really made me laugh, and I've kind of always followed him ever since.
So would he still be your favorite, or is there somebody different now?
Yeah, I'd say he's probably still my favorite to watch play.
All right.
First part of my question, Jay, is where do you fall in the debate about people who want to wear headphones during competitive play? Do you have an opinion on that?
During competitive play?
Yeah, specifically during competitive play, because I think that's where it would be more of a contentious issue.
I don't necessarily have a problem with it unless it's affecting what needs to happen on the card. If it's, if you're wearing headphones and you are still able to be present and take care of what you need to as a card member and part of the round, I'm all right with it. If it's, impeding what needs to be done on the card, I think it's probably not the right thing for you.
All right, let's say we're going to play a really casual round and we're going to do silent disco style, where everybody gets wireless headphones and you're in charge of the music. What are we all going to be listening to during the round?
You're probably going to be listening to some sort of house music or some sort of drum and bass.
Love it.
Any particular, or just...
Nothing in particular. I have to get back to my DJ days and dig through my crate and find some stuff to throw on.
All right. It's been about a year since you've been a DisCap board member. What made you decide to get on the board?
Well, I've been volunteering quite a bit, various courses, mostly Prospect, various other courses. I've done some stuff at JPark and Central Park. So I was in pretty close with Earl, and he asked me if I would be interested in running, because he said he was looking to step down. So I said, sure, let's see what I can do to help keep the volunteer momentum going in the area. So I ran and see what happened. And here we are.
So it's been about a year, like I said. Is it kind of what you thought it would be? Are you liking it?
It's different than what I thought it would be. And I don't know really what I thought it would be. I didn't have a kind of an idea in my head when I signed up, just kind of see what happened. I kind of almost didn't expect that I was going to get a seat on the board. So I wasn't really expecting to end up here, I guess.
How much longer is your term
I think through the end of this year.
Okay. As of right now, I know things can change if you've got till the end of the year, but would you plan on running again?
I don't know. I think right now, I don't know that I would renew my board membership. I think I can do what I'm doing for the community off the board and let somebody maybe step up that could probably do a little more for, the competitive aspect of DisCap.
So if somebody doesn't step up, would you renew?
Sure. I mean, if the board asked me to stay on and nobody else was stepping up, I would gladly stay on.
All right. Yeah. So where was the impetus for this tcmatchplay.net? That's the
first one, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one where, like, if me and Evan are just going to go out and play a match play. First of all, what do you do? Like, what do you do that computers is a thing?
So I've been in the data warehouse space. So I build reporting applications and processes. I've been doing that for close to 20 years now. So I've kind of dabbled in the application development space along the way.
Would have been a lot cooler if you said you were an auto mechanic, but okay.
Yeah.
This at least fits.
It fits, yeah.
What made you think, hey, what would be cool? Like an app where I can keep track of my matches.
Yeah, it started with playing Team Challenge and being out there in the winter and trying to write match play scores and pieces of paper and the cold and wet, and some people trying to do it on UDisc and everybody complaining that it messes up your UDisc stats. And so I said, oh, let me see if I can do something. I think I was between jobs at that time. I'd gotten laid off from my previous employer after like the whole COVID crash. So I had some free time and I said, yeah, let me see what I can do. And that's kind of how tcmatchplay.net came about. Just very simple match play scoring.
Now you have it all running on like a home server, but you didn't put the server together just to do the website, right?
No.
So like,
that's where all his house music is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what the infrastructure that's supporting the website, like, what's all that about?
So initially, it was just running on like a Raspberry Pi, which I also have like Home Assistant set up going that runs my smart lights and my thermostat and all that fun home automation stuff. But eventually, I did buy just a dedicated little Intel NUC, because just a little tiny Intel-based computer in a box. And so I set that up as a web server, and that runs some other web applications in my house.
Jay, did you play New York or New England Team Challenge first?
I played New York first. I played on Chatham Hills my first year, and then I defected to the Wrenches, and I think I joined DisCaptains at the same time.
Appreciate that, by the way.
I know Ox didn't talk to me for like 6 months after I left Chatham Hills.
The most recent update for TC Match Play is you can now select non-sequential custom layouts. How many layouts are on there?
I think there's just the JPark layouts on there. But if somebody else wanted to add some other crazy custom layout into that app, they could reach out to me and we could add something pretty easy.
Well, most courses have just the 1 to 18. You don't need all they don't have all the bizarre numbering and such.
Yeah, and I just did that so that when you're using that and you're on one of JPark's wacky wild layouts, you kind of know where you are.
That's like all I would have ever asked for. I think it goes back to like that Henry Ford saying that if I asked everybody what they wanted, they would have said a faster horse. That's the only thing I would have thought of. You know what I mean?
Well, what year did it first go live, I guess, would be the phrase?
It was about 2 years ago. I think I did TC Match Play. And I made a few updates here and there, squashed some bugs, and it just kind of hummed along. And I always had the intention of trying to build in live scoring, but every time I sat down to try and do that, it was just a huge, daunting task. And so it never really happened until this year. I think my current employer has been pushing us hard to use AI agents to kind of make us a little more productive. So I started dabbling in that and said, I think I can do a lot of things quicker with that. And it makes me cringe to say that I'm writing code using an AI agent, but it really does help in a lot of ways.
Well, I think there's a misconception with AI. There's it does it for you as opposed to it takes a lot of the monotony away.
Indeed.
I don't know anything about what you do. So this is me being an outsider. I assume it's like coding and such.
Mm-hmm.
You still probably have to go through it line by line and make sure that it's correct.
Yeah, I do review what it puts out, and I have to sit there and kind of come up with a plan. So a lot of it is just typing up a plan and going back and forth with the AI to kind of figure out a plan.
It's actually kind of funny, like when you're going to college and taking programming classes, some of the earliest programming classes you take is they talk about like pseudocode, where like you're not going to write any code, but you're going to do in like in a coding form. You're going to like in English type out what you want it to do. So like you might have like to say in pseudocode for a loop, you're going to say for every piece of candy, do this thing to each piece of candy. And now that's literally what you're doing with AI now. You just like say, okay, in C#, make this loop for me. So it's we kind of come right back to programming 101.
Yep.
Just having someone else do it, having someone cheat for you.
And it's like what Pat said, it takes a lot of the drudgery out of it. Like writing a web application, you don't have to write all of the HTML code to build out all the different elements. It really helps with that. That's the monotonous part of it. You can focus more on the functionality rather than all the form around it.
So when did the idea for the whiteboard? I mean, you kind of touched on it with your employer saying to use more AI, but is that what made you think, hey, I can do more with this match play than just match by match?
Yeah. So around Christmas time, this just like a month or two ago, I sat down and said, all right, let me kind of see what this can do. And I had it initially redesigned the TC Match Play app, and I think it did that in 20 minutes. I had a working prototype of what took me a month and a half to write myself. Wow. And so from there, it was just kind of off to the races. Sat down and started doing working sessions, trying to hash out what I wanted out of this. And I took like the New England Team Challenge rule book and I fed it to that. So it had an understanding of exactly what the league is all about. So that's helped base a lot of decisions.
Have you thought about incorporating fantasy disc golf like Skip Ace, but then actually taking it one step further and actually adding fantasy sports betting into it and really start making some money?
We're not there yet. I gotta crawl before I can walk.
When's the last time you slept?
Yeah, I found myself sleeping less and less these days because I'm up at 4:30 in the morning trying to get in a session before I have to go start my day job.
Yeah, that's the amount of work that's gone into this is obviously insane, and it's been super cool to see kind of from the beginning how it's progressed and everything. But I do think there's a little bit of irony in your employer trying to get you guys to be more productive by using AI, and it just spawned probably one of the biggest time sinks of your life.
Well worth it though. I think I'm up to 3 leagues now looking to use it. There's New York, New England, and a league out of the Carolinas that's looking to use it next season as well.
I am so impressed with it. It looks good. It's so clean. Being able to see live scores when we were playing was just almost a distraction, but it's so cool. I think people have been asking Udis to do that for many years and they've not been able to do it, and he's done it. So kudos.
I was going to ask, since like you're hosting everything, if there's been any like neat metrics or data points you've been able to see just from like traffic going to either of the websites or location stuff. I know like VPNs and stuff. Well, people aren't going to use VPNs on their phone, but like if you could see like how far people have been using it.
I haven't really dove into that deep of metrics. I just added some kind of unique visitor logging this past weekend. And so for this past Saturday's match, I think I had around 100 unique visitors. But that's just, people mostly in probably our pool looking at it for our live scores. I think it got too much further, even though Schwartz posted it and had some interest. But I don't think it's gotten too far and wide for when live scoring is going on.
Just to translate Corey's question for any listeners, nerd.
Exactly. Wah, 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 wah.
TC Match Play. I don't think anything's ever finished, but is that for the most part a finished product? It is what it is. It's like one match at a time. You use it for what you use it for. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. I do think once I kind of slow down with the whiteboard, I'll probably go back and, give that a little more love. But I'd like to leave that out there for, if you're just doing a casual match play, it's still a great tool. You don't need everything that the whiteboard offers to go and play a match play round.
And on the flip side, you got TC Whiteboard. How happy are you with it right now? Like, how much do you feel like more work it needs to be done?
There's still a lot of work that I want to put into it. As far as like team management, I want to make it so that team members can go in and RSVP to their matches, sign up for their spread items right in the app. Everything can be managed right in there. So you can do all your roster management. The captains can see who's RSVP'd, build out their rosters. If they need to do any roster moves, they'll be able to track roster moves, stuff like that. or, different rules. That's one thing. I started to implement rosters, and then I kind of realized that different leagues have different rules around rosters, where like New England does roster moves. I think New York has kind of a reserve pool that they can pull from. So it's kind of differing rule sets. So I kind of backed off on that for now. I think at this point, a lot of the core functionality is done, and it's just kind of building things out that are going to better support captains and team management and being able to implement different rule sets across various leagues.
And what about implementing a bracketing system for something like a summer battle royale?
That's something we could potentially do down the road.
Oh.
I've started looking into how I'm going to handle finals matches for Team Challenge, and that's a similar kind of bracket, but not really.
It's got a different rule set too, right?
Yeah, I'll still be able to use a lot of the core scoring functionality. I'll have to do some funkiness around the doubles and singles in a single round and the time limits and what have you.
Heck yeah.
Are you going to add like some sort of scouting option to it where it gives the history of last matches so you can see, like, click on a player and see how they did against different players?
Tim wants to be able to type in their PDGA number because he knows everybody's.
Yeah, you can give me everything that I normally do for a month ahead of time and just one click and take all the fun out of everything I do.
It's kind of one thing that's half implemented right now. So you can set up your team and they can enter in their PDGA numbers and their ratings. So as different teams build out their rosters, hopefully they'll enter in their own PDGA information, which would then be available to other teams. And if not, I did build in some functionality where if you're scouting against the team that you're playing, you can enter in PDGA rating information on an opposing team and compare it to your own team.
There's not a heat map in there, is there?
Yeah.
Okay. Jay, you're basically taking all the fun out of it for me.
That's what I do.
You're making it too easy.
And just to clarify, I'm looking at the page right now, and it says standings. Those are matches that have actually been done through the TC Whiteboard app.
No, if you're looking at the New England Team Challenge League, all of New England's matches are in like Google Sheets. And so I wrote a little utility to go out and scrape those and backload the data. So a lot of those, I think A through D pool are up to date as of last weekend. I think this past weekend's matches aren't included in those standings yet because nobody actually used the app, but it's all backdated data that I scraped off of the website.
Heck yeah. I was just looking at from the main page, it's got all leagues, but then if you go to New England, okay, that's kind of cool. And then view all.
If you go to New England, I think if you scroll down, you can actually click into all the different.
Yeah, you got to hit view all, and then it shows all the pools. That's pretty awesome. See, I wasn't even that far. Hey, Randy, what's going on?
Howdy.
We're about to talk about the New England Team Challenge match, but before we did, you went to a putting league?
I did, yeah.
How'd that go?
It was fun. I had no Adam tonight for setup. I know. If you haven't been there, this won't make sense, but basically the large garage door to separate the loading dock from the rest of the space was shut because it's been so cold that they need to keep the cider from freezing. This actually allowed me to completely change our layout, and I might do this on purpose in the future if I can get a door that was blocked tonight to be open. But anyways, I had way more space to work with because this door made it so you couldn't hit people that were on the next station. So I could make the putts a little bit long enough so I couldn't make any, but it actually seemed like everyone else still could. And yeah, we had a good turnout tonight. People still made a lot of putts. I think the putts were on average like 5 to 10 feet longer than normal. So a little bit of a change of pace. Yeah, it's a good time.
So I missed a good one.
Maybe if you like putting more like 30 feet instead of like 25, then
it's
yeah.
Nice to change things up.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. I didn't see any results posted, and maybe later if I see them posted, we'll go over them. If not, we'll save it for next week. New England Team Challenge. It looks like Borderland played DisCap at JPark. I'm tempted to call them Borderlands because they charge people for parking, but that's a different debate. Just to verify, we got Corey, Jaimen, and Jay. You guys all played?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
Jaimen, from what I understood, it was going to be super cold. You still got a ton of snow. What happened leading up?
There was a lot of lot of trepidation going into this match, I think, on both teams' ends. We tried to book a church hall in town so we could have lunch indoors. We were trying to do everything we could to make the match comfortable, but at the end of the day, it's just an uncomfortable time. So we weren't able to get any of that accomplished. Everything's booked already. So we went ahead with the match, and we ended up with 17-2 on their team and 18-2 on ours. So that was pretty good. The other end of things was, it's February. Everybody's got a cold. There's probably 5 or 6 people on our team that are sick. They had a bunch of people who dropped leading up. They were at 20, I think, at the beginning of the week, and we're barely at 17 by the time they got there on Saturday. So it was a very busy week leading up to the match for me, just trying to coordinate things and make sure everybody's there and see what everybody needs.
Hopefully a few people wore gaiters to cover their face if they got cold.
Yeah. There was a lot of gaiters on both ends of people on their feet and on their face. When the wind wasn't blowing, it was just normally, really cold. But when the wind was blowing, it was absolutely frigid.
Now, when I see Borderland, I think that's a pretty good team, but they have multiple teams.
Yep. So this is I would consider it their A team. They're a strong squad. Their best player is out with a torn ACL right now, Sam Henderson. He's coming off of a incredible season where, he's been playing for probably 15 years in pro. And all of a sudden this year, he won his first A tier and then his second A tier and then his third A tier kind of thing.
Oh my.
So he's really been lighting it up, but he also started playing Ultimate again in that time frame and tore his ACL, I'm assuming, playing Ultimate. So they've got a very strong team, but without him and a couple of their other top guys that day.
So obviously you have to reconfigure your strategy for who Corey's going to play because their top player's out.
Yeah.
So how did that work?
That was good. I was able to give Corey a pretty good battle, actually. He played Sandy Red, who's one of their captains. Super nice guy. Borderland is one of the original 6 teams to New England Team Challenge. So he has been playing Team Challenge, I think, as long as it's been happening. Super wily player. Ratings-wise, maybe not their best, but definitely knows how to get in gear when he needs to and is really crafty. And
probably their best captain, though, right?
Definitely at least their second best captain.
Okay.
Top 2, okay.
Yeah.
So how'd that match go, Corey?
Match went pretty well. I kind of slightly handicapped myself in the morning by deciding to ride my snowmobile to the match because I don't know how many opportunities I'd actually had to do that, which meant I had to bring everything I needed with me to the match. And when it was going to be that cold, I'm bringing multiple extra layers. I had to bring a crock pot somehow. So I actually made my chili the night before and then brought it in a Ziploc bag, stuffed that in my disc golf bag, and my crock pot I put in a backpack and kind of hooked it onto my handlebars and put it in my lap and rode the, whatever it was, 10 or 15 minute ride down to the park. But yeah, it was cold. It was windy. We were trudging through a ton of snow. Sandy was a pretty good player, but really what it came down to, especially in the morning, was pars were great. I think I only got 2 birdies, and I got it on the 2 shortest holes of the layout, hole 11 and 19B. And we started on hole 8 playing Jay West. So before we even crossed over the road, I was already up 4 points, I think, winning 4 out of those 6 holes. So the rest of the match, I kind of figured that as long as I didn't do anything stupid and take bogeys, that I was probably going to win the match just because birdies were so tough to get. And that's basically what happened. I won my match 5-4.
Heck yeah. I do want to point this out with the TC whiteboard. The coolest thing was when you could switch, it shows you what hole they're on and how many holes they have left. You could toggle between the two. I just thought that was awesome.
Yeah, there's even on when it's live, I think I put the number of holes left. It actually displays right on the scorecard at all times. But yeah, you can toggle between what hole they're on, what hole they started on, and how many holes they have left.
So, if I had selected a specific card, if I selected Corey's card, we're already beyond there, is what you're saying.
Yeah, if you're looking at the whiteboard view,
yeah,
where if you're looking at it right now, there's a little lock icon. During live play, where that lock icon is, there'll be a number in, I think it's blue, and that's the actual number of holes that are left for that specific card.
Oh, that's cool. And you played Jake T? How'd that go?
It went okay. I played Jake, I think, when we played them at Topo last year, and I think he probably destroyed me last year. So this year went a little better against him. I still ended up losing 2-1, but it was a pretty good battle for most of the way. I think he got up on me by 1, and then I got a point back, and we just pushed all the way to the end, and we got I think got to 34 and 35, which aren't my strong holes. And I think he got a point or two on me there. And then we only had a couple holes left at that point. So it was kind of game over.
It was funny. You're talking about throwing forehands earlier in the podcast. So by the time I got to hole 35, my match was already done. So I kind of like walked out into the fairway for spotting, and Sandy joined me. And I think Jake threw a forehand first, and it was decent. And then Jay was getting ready to throw, and Sandy was like, "So does Jay have a forehand, or what's he gonna do here?" I'm like, "Absolutely not. He's not gonna throw a forehand here. This forehand hole, nah, Jay's not throwing a forehand."
Nope.
And you're talking about 35. That's basically it's a forehand shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thrown out of a tunnel to an open field, and then you need it to hook right.
Yeah, holy roller.
Well, with a foot of snow, you're not throwing a roller, so
No.
It was a pretty lackluster day for me, trudging through snow and staying warm.
And Jaimen, it looks like you played Stephen B.
Yep.
How'd that go?
That went pretty well. Steven is one of their better players. I was a little bit nervous about putting myself against him because I haven't been playing a whole lot lately. I haven't even really been going outside a whole lot lately, but I wanted to give Tucker kind of an easier match because he was pretty begrudgingly going to the match at all because of the cold. So,
well, because of the cold or because of the snow, would you say?
I think it's a strong mix of the two.
I meant to ask Corey before your match because you played here last week, right? Or no?
Played at SPW, but
never
similar
mind.
Conditions. I mean, there was just as much snow. The thing with SPW is you're going to be using less discs. So to prepare for JPark, you're ribboning up more discs. It was actually colder and windier, which I think is obviously going to add more drag to the ribbons and more instances, more tree kicks. It's just like it all adds up to be a way shittier experience than playing SPW from the shorts all day.
Had it been played much though?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, the only action it was getting was, a bunch of snowmobile tracks and the parkside holes, but which did help to reduce on some of the trudging through the snow. But yeah, and I was fairly unplayed.
I'm sorry, Jaimen. You were saying?
Oh, that's good. So I knew that I kind of had an uphill battle, so I was a little bit more relaxed about my match. Steven was a super nice dude, a lot of fun to play with. Kind of kept it close the entire time. Pars really won the day. I think I ended up winning 2 up maybe, and that was with a birdie and 2 bogeys. Like I was 1 over on the round, so all I really had to do was not mess it up too bad and let him mess it up a little bit worse than I was. And that's really all that it was. I made like a putt here and there, but it was really just, letting home field advantage take its toll.
Heck yeah. And it looks like home field advantage was very beneficial. I see Adam Nelson got a win, AB, Jason, who you may have heard on the podcast a long time ago, but way back in the day. Trey Vasari got a win, Justin, Kyle, Matt Cully, Harry Lehman, Bobby, don't call me Robert Hallam, Greg Kurtz, Caitlin Clay, Tucker got a win. So, I mean, you guys 14.5 to 4.5, no penalty points or anything like that, right? You guys all had, you said 17 and 2, 18 and 2. So
yep,
that's a pretty good.
Yeah, there was enough players. Yeah, that was a really solid showing. And if you look at the losses that we had, 3 out of the 4 were on the last hole, 1 up, 1 up, 2 up. So even on the few losses that we did have, we played them super, super close. I think one of the not surprising matches, but one of the best matches of the day actually wasn't a win, but it was Brian Bickersmith's push. He pushed Shane Wyatt, he's been playing forever. He's a pro. He's like 980 rated. He's been all the way up to 990 rated for. So Brian was a little bummed that he only pushed him. He felt like he could have won that, but even just getting a push out of Shane is really, really impressive.
Heck yeah. So you were trying to get a place for lunch. You ended up doing it at the pavilion, I assume?
Yep. Greg Kurtz tacked some tarps. I should say Greg Kurtz and company. I don't know everybody who did that, but they tacked some tarps up on the wall. So at least we had a couple of walls blocking some of the wind. So like the crock pots were able to stay warm the entire time, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I thought the spread was really good. There was a lot of vegetarian stuff. Their team had, I want to say 3 or 4 vegetarians on it. So we kind of showed up on that, and I'm always thrilled about for myself.
Jay, did you have any of Corey's disc golf bag chili?
I did. It was good.
Nice.
You know why I was good is because I heard they had a couple vegetarians come in, so I wanted to do my part. So I made double meat chili.
Nice.
At one point when I was making my bowl of, my garbage bowl, I saw there was some sausage and peppers in there. So I added that in there. And then I heard that Jaimen actually brought sausage and peppers and that it was vegan. I'm like, wow, it's crazy. This stuff is so good. Like it tastes, it smells, it looks just like sausage. I was really impressed. Then I started to get a little suspicious. And that's when I noticed that there was actually 2 crock pots of sausage and peppers. And I definitely did not have the Beyond Meat ones. And I did want to go over there and try it, but I didn't want to take away from any of the people that's one of the few things they could have.
Yeah, they got 3 or 4 vegetarians. You don't want to limit their amount of food. That's fair.
But it was kind of funny.
Jay, anything else other than the chili that stood out for you?
Brian's bow ties are always slamming.
That pasta?
Yeah, he does like some sort of chicken and bow ties thing.
Oh.
It's always pretty good.
Giant Pop-Tart again. That was good. There was blueberry. this
Marcia?
time. Yep.
Heck yeah. Blueberry. All right. Was that request or something or just...
Marcia's like super good at making pie crusts, and a Giant Pop-Tart is, probably 60% pie crust. So
Yeah.
it's really, really good. She's definitely playing to her strengths on that one.
Does she put the smiley face and the eyes like in the bowl game or no? Like the
No,
Pop-Tart bowl?
but if you mentioned it to her, I bet she would.
We have to have Kyle put that request in next time. We need sprinkles and googly eyes on the Pop-Tart.
Are there edible googly eyes though? I don't know if that
There
works.
are. There definitely are.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you can get them at Hannaford.
Instead of sprinkles for the mouth, we're going to need some trolleys, some gummy worms.
Maybe some Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Have you ever had dirt cups?
Oh, yeah. It's the best part of like school lunch as a kid when they had those.
All right. Like you said before, you guys are up 10 points. It's 14.5 to 4.5. Going into doubles, looks like there's 9 doubles matches and a singles. So you guys got to win, 5?
5 points. Yeah. So 2 doubles wins and a singles win was the bar.
Okay. So what was the thinking? I mean, were you kind of loosey-goosey at this point? 10-point lead. That's pretty substantial.
Yeah. I basically left everything the way it was. There was a little bit of mix up just because people were kind of getting out. So I with all the scheduling and everything and talking to everybody and coordinating everything on Friday, I had left a couple more groups open to interpretation than I usually do. But basically everything stayed the same that I was looking at the week prior. And then I honestly just kind of left myself out there because I wasn't tracking how many people they had left as well as I usually do. So I kind of left myself as the single, thinking that I don't really care who they put out for singles. I'm going to win that match. And if push comes to shove, that 1 point is important. We could only win 2 doubles matches. And as long as I win my singles match, we'll win the day.
Jay, when it comes to just the layout on the screen here, or actually, I guess, Jaimen, you could also answer this. Is this pretty close to the order?
For doubles, it's exactly accurate. Yeah.
Okay. But not singles, or you're just not looking at singles?
Not singles. We ended up putting Marcia and Daphne as the single rather than having a women's card just for speed of play. So there was a lot of all right, leave them off for right now, and then we'll keep going with matchups and we'll put them at the end. So
I got you.
Everything towards the end gets a little fuzzy.
Yeah, so that's something I'll have to kind of address is being able to shuffle cards around a little bit more. It's kind of rigid where it does tend to stick with how matches are thrown out, and that's how it appears on the scorecard. I did a little behind the scenes magic to make things end up how they are.
Just 2 notes. I don't see the temperature on here.
There was none. There was just none temperature at all.
Yeah, it was absolute 0.
Kyle would like the par for doubles, but other than that, perfect.
It actually is on the scorecard view, the par for layout in doubles.
I should add it to the header on the whiteboard, though.
I took screenshots. I didn't know if you lose it, but no, it's still here. So Now, I do like the little icons, but are you going to adjust it every time Randy does an AI icon for his team? Because he changes them all the time.
Oh, shit. I didn't even notice that. There's team icons at the top.
It's got the DisCap and Jay.
Oh, the team logos?
Yeah, the logos. Yep.
Yeah, I got all the logos from Brian Chamberlain. He sent me all the JPEG files, and I just loaded them in and assigned them to the proper teams. So every team in there has all their logos loaded.
Sorry, Randy. You won't get special treatment when you make your crazy ones for the Stony.
For New England? Or for New York?
We'll see.
So if he's a captain in there, he can actually upload whatever logo he wants for his team. So sky's the limit there.
All right. So, Corey, you played with Troy. How'd that go?
Yeah, I've played with Troy again. I think this is probably the 3rd or 4th time we played together. in the past 2 seasons. Pretty sure we've lost every single one of them. So we kind of made the joke that we were gonna break the streak this match. I think we end up playing probably one of their top combos of guys. I know Stephen B is one of the guys that is who Jaimen played in singles. The other guy's name was Micah, which he's probably like upper mid pack of their team.
He's one of their captains that's better than Sandy.
Oh, so I'm just playing their top guys all day. Played both their top captains and their top guy showed up. 2 great dudes. Conditions were the same. Actually, it was probably colder in the afternoon. I mean, maybe the sun was out a little bit more, but the temperature was kind of dropping throughout the day. It's just same thing where like birdies were going to be super tough to get and pars were going to be good enough. Halfway through the round, I think we were up by 1, and then just by the time we got to the back 9, they strung a few holes together. We kind of probably should have lost by even more, but I had 2 pretty lucky shots. I made this like impossible hyzer putt on hole 34 from like the right side of the entrance near the green, and like I don't know, I feel like I hit a twig and a wind gust kind of blew into the basket. And then on hole 7, I had like a 90-foot hyzer throw into the basket for birdie with my Joel Freeman, praise the Lord, gate of 3. But yeah, by the end, they just we ran out of holes, and we had one of the few bogey-free rounds, but we didn't have enough birdies to really kind of keep pace with those guys, so we lost 5 down to 3 down.
And it was one of the hot rounds you lost to, so
yeah,
something. What about you, Jay? You play with Ethan?
I did. We had a good round. We were holding on right till the end. I definitely myself ran out of gas about 2/3 of the way through our doubles round. The team we played against, they just kind of got a couple holes on us, and we ran out of holes at the end and just couldn't get it back.
Had you played with Ethan before? In doubles, I mean.
In Team Challenge, no. I've played doubles with Ethan in summer leagues.
Okay. But yeah, so they got you by 1 stroke, which, and had I been paying attention, I could have seen you guys shot even, which I would have figured out. Par is 57. The scores have plus whatever, minus whatever, so I could figure out par based on the scores. I was just being nitpicky about having the par at the top.
If AI is going to write other code for you anyways, make it a little bit easier for the consumer.
I appreciate the nitpicking at this point because it helps me, find all the things that I may have overlooked. So yeah, adding the par to the scorecard absolutely makes sense.
But on the flip side, I was like, what are those little red things? But you got the little fire for the hot round. So that's pretty freaking awesome. And I wouldn't have noticed that on my screenshots.
That actually came out of a suggestion from Kate Clay's husband after our round this past weekend. And so I think it took me 10 minutes to add the fire emoji to it.
Yeah, Caitlin said something in our group chat, and literally Jay was like, hang on 2 minutes. And he was like, reload the page. And then boom, there they are.
Heck yeah. Jaimen, you played the singles match. How'd that go?
It went great. It was really, really fast. They told me, they're like, you're playing Jeremy. He plays super fast, even in nice weather, and he drove himself. So he's going to be out of here in no time. And we probably finished 45 minutes before anybody else did. Super nice guy. His rating wasn't completely accurate that day, at least. He just kind of had one of those games that wasn't affected too much by the weather. So he was still playing really, really solid. But, I just got a couple less bogeys again and was able to kind of scoop by without having to do anything spectacular, which was nice. And then I sat in my car and warmed up probably too much because once cards started coming in, I came back out and I was colder then than I was playing the round because I wasn't adjusted to it.
But as a captain, is that kind of cool? Like, I don't know how it worked in the first round, if you finished early or anything, but like being able to see like in real time how the matches are going.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah. Probably a decent part of me winning my match towards the end was looking at that scoreboard and just seeing so much green on our side. I was like, this is awesome. I wasn't worried about anything really. I was a lot more relaxed than my opponent was.
Same thing for our match. Like, not saying that you should be like watching the scoreboard the entire time you're trying to play. Like, you should be trying to like play the best disc golf you can. But it can be kind of a morale boost when it feels like, man, nothing we can do. We can't do anything to beat these guys. And then you can like check the app and realize that you don't. This is a team effort, and your team's got your back right now. You don't have to stress so much because you have 4 holes left and you're down 3. Like, you can come back to the pavilion in better spirits than maybe you would have been without having that information.
We mentioned before you got the little emoji there. So it looks like they had 3 teams that had the hot round with a 52. Billy and Mike, Stephen and Micah, and Jake and Brendan. Jason and Harry had a 53. Justin and Parker had a 54. So did Kyle and Adam. Corey and Troy had a 54, but they lost to one of the hot rounds. So
Bobby Hallam, you mentioned his name earlier. He jumped in for the match, which was awesome. He's never played New England before. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, we had a few people out and had space. So I reached out to him, see if he was interested in playing. And he was game. And to his credit, he was game even as the forecast got worse and worse and worse. So that was really nice. He's going to play a few more matches this year, I think. It's great.
Is there still enough time for him to be eligible for finals?
Oh, yeah.
All right. He won his singles, and him and little AB lost in dub. What's your next match?
So our next match, we're playing Diamonds. It's supposed to be at New England Disc Golf Center, but the more I talk to the Diamonds, the more I'm starting to understand that I don't think they care about where it is until the day it's happening. They keep kind of throwing out. I thought we had settled on that. They're still kind of throwing out things that could be advantageous to us, could be advantageous to them kind of stuff. So I need to actually post something to the team tonight and get everybody's opinion on where they're suggesting.
Do you have a date set, just not a location? Or
Yeah. We have, it's the 28th of February.
Oh, okay. And that puts you guys, what's your record now?
We are 3-2. So we're pretty firmly in third place right now. I was trying to find the worst case scenarios today, and any
classic
scenario
Jaimen.
Well, I was also looking at, the realistic scenarios and that kind of stuff. But, I would hate to get caught confident and be wrong, and all of a sudden we're in D pool because I thought something wasn't possible and ended up happening. I'm also a Steelers fan, so I'm always working out what scenario is going to get them into the playoffs, what's going to happen on this last game anyways. It's just kind of second nature.
How do we get a washed up quarterback to get us through the season? No, I get you. But yeah, according to the standings, you guys are sitting in third, and there's 4 teams at 1 win. So what do? 2 more matches?
2 more matches, yeah.
This weekend, correct me if I'm wrong, is New York Team Challenge, and I want to get your guys' picks for who's going to win. Just in case nobody knows, I'll put it in the chat, the matchups. While you guys are looking at those, try to figure out who you think is going to win. I have not updated DisCap Club in a while, but Kevin Kroenke posted. He said it was a perfect winter day, and the Hardy Beatniks were blazing the woods and fields again. They played Thursday, February 5th. Top 5, Mel Gallagher earned 6 points. Greg Kurtz came in 4th, got 7 points. There was a tie for second between Lenny Rabune and Sparky Spalding. They each got 8.5 points. And Jim Burns was your winner on Thursday, got himself 10 points, which makes the we'll go top 6 because there's a tie. Rob Pupke and Jim Burns at 64.5 points. 5th place, Jake Hugh at 65.5. Dan Pupke in 4th place, 70.5 points. Mark Stryker in 3rd place, 83.5 points. Kevin Kroenke in 2nd with 87 points. And your disc beat leader, Greg Kurtz, with 88.5 points. Also, right before we started recording, I got an update from correspondent Joe Caron, who updated me on the Northway Putting League. In the junior division, looks like Grady came in 3rd, Grant in 2nd, and Granger in 1st place. The FPO division, Rachel Rad came in 3rd place with 8 points, Carly Calzada in 2nd with 9, and Kate Clay is your winner with 11 points. This was last Tuesday? Did they do this?
Wednesday,
thank you. And then in the MPO division, there's a 3-way tie for 4th place between Jack Fruchter, Charles B., and Rick Steeler. They all had 15 points. Randy Bemis in 2nd place, tied with Joe Panessa with 16 points. Have I ever mentioned your name in this league, or what's going on?
I have not cashed this year. I maybe cashed once last year. I feel like I'm good for 1 or 2 a year, but it's rare. And it's usually near the last cash, not 2nd place. So definitely my best finish there ever.
Heck yeah. And it looks like Cody Miller had 17 points. How similar is it to 9-pin?
It's pretty different. I would say those putts average close to that 30-foot mark, if not longer, and 9-pin, averages more like 20. This week, it happened to be a lot of putts that you could opt into an Anheuser toss because there was obstacles, and that's just my favorite way to putt other than a normal putt. So it definitely played into my strengths.
This says week 8. How many weeks did they go? Do you know?
I want to say 12.
And it's top 10, right?
Right?
Out of 12?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that sounds right. And Joe Caron, charge your phone, man. 50%, not good enough. All right. I got to write everybody's name down. Should I just do it I'll do it in the order that you're here. Randy, is that the picture?
I've been working on it this whole time now. I forgot to do it last week.
I just need like 2 minutes, so feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
Jay, I brought your Girl Scout cookies tonight and you weren't there.
That's what Kat said.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's all right. I don't need Girl Scout cookies in my life right now.
I don't know. It's a good time of year to eat Girl Scout cookies.
I could go for a box of Samoas right now.
You can order them. I'll share the link in the chat.
No, when I say a box, I mean like an entire box right now.
All right.
So this image is for Stony Killers, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Kat's invite expired.
The Girl Scout cookie invite?
No, for the whiteboard.
Oh, yeah. Our match isn't for a while.
When is it?
It's next Saturday, so like 2 weeks from now-ish.
So wouldn't you say that that's like the following Saturday? Because like the next Saturday is not the one you're talking about. Because the next Saturday is a week before the Saturday you're playing.
No, next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
But isn't this Saturday and like next Saturday kind of like the same thing?
No.
If you say not this Saturday, but next Saturday, I think it's pretty clearly the weekend after the coming weekend.
Would you tell somebody that without explaining what you just explained so there was no ambiguity? You would just assume that everyone knows that this Saturday and the next Saturday is the same thing? Or not the same thing?
If it was like Friday and you said next Saturday,
Yeah.
like I would pretty clearly understand it. On a Monday, I feel like you'd need to have a little bit more
Okay.
explanation.
Yeah,
That's why
I got you.
kept going, yeah.
But yeah, if you say not this Saturday, but next Saturday, I think that's pretty clear on which day you mean.
All right, context clues. Got to use them.
I can give the current standings. In 10th place with an 8-10 record, a 444 win percentage, we got Eric. 9th place is Alex at 10-8, 556. Evan in 8th at 11-7 with a 611. Brandon in 7th with a 9-5 record, a 643 win percentage. Caitlin and Jason are tied for 5th at 13-5, 722 win percentages. Corey in 4th at 13-4. With a 765 win percentage. Tim in 3rd at 14-4 with a 778 win percentage. And Randy and Jaimen still tied in 1st place at 15-3, 833 win percentages. We've got 4 matches this weekend. Evan, our first matchup of the week, the Revolution at the Tower of Power. Who you got?
I will take Revolution.
All right, Alex, who you got? Revolution at Tower of Power.
Gotta go with the Revolution.
All right, Jay, who you got?
I will go with Revolution.
And Corey.
Yeah, they're going to revolutionize those nuts. So I'm going to say Revolution.
He's making contact, Randy. You know. Jaimen, who you got?
Revolution.
All right. Tim.
I want to call out Terry Hudson again for, I don't know, there's no lefties on Revolution, but I'm just going to call him out because last time that worked.
Do we know any lefties on Revolution?
I don't see any on the list. I wish I knew somebody so I could call him out. I'm mad.
But going with the Revolution?
Yeah, I'm taking the Revolution.
All right.
Isn't Cody a lefty?
Is he?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I don't know if I've ever played with him. And if I do, I don't remember. Sorry,
I
Cody.
played with him. I don't think I know he putted with premium putters for a little while.
I think his cousin is Eric.
Yes, Eric is a lefty. Yes. Yes. Yep.
Is his cousin on the team?
I don't know.
No.
All right. Well, just, worth a shot. Randy, who you got? Revolution at Tower Power.
I'm going to go with Saratoga.
If you're going to say Saratoga, you got to sing it.
Yeah.
How do you sing Saratoga?
Saratoga.
What is that from?
Is it the
Come on,
jingle for the
Randy.
From a
racetrack?
commercial.
You don't know how to
The
sing
early
Saratoga?
2000s.
No.
He's not from here.
No, I don't go here.
Never mind. I forgot about
I don't go
You're
here.
not from here. You're right.
I got a way scarier image. Hold on, everybody.
Okay. I think you need to move that toad.
Don't leave it
Nope,
there.
that's where it was meant to be. That's the official one. I'm sticking with it.
Kermit gets to be humanoid, but the crane toad does not.
I'm actually using a 2-step process where I generate Kermit first, and then I use a secondary editor to add the toad because it cannot handle 2 things at once.
Kermit looks very demigorgon.
Yeah, Kermit's face in this one is a little not helpful.
Yeah, I added to the previous line, make it night and make it spooky.
All right. Brandon Klein, he picked the Revolution. And Jason, who you got?
I think that's going to be a good one. Going to go with Saratoga.
Oh, okay. That's good. Well, Jason, who you got for the whips at Chatham Hill? Okay, Alex, before I ask this question, is it Chatham Hill Country Club or Chatham Hills Country Club?
Hills with an S.
Okay. I didn't want to get into
You got to be careful with that S. You got to,
Yeah, the S is very important, apparently, in Team Challenge. So who you got, Jason?
I'm going to go Mind Kill.
Oh, Brandon went with Mind Kill. Randy, who you got?
I'm going to go with Mind Kill on this one.
Shocking. Tim?
Give me the whip.
Jaimen?
The whips.
Corey?
Yeah, I think Chatham Hill is going to get whipped. Yeah, they're going to get whipped. I think whips.
Jay, who do you think? Whips at Chatham Hill.
Yeah, I think the Whips are going to take this one.
All right. Alex?
I mean, I'm going with Chatham. I've got some things to say when we're done doing picks.
Oh.
You mean tonight or at the end of picks in general?
I was thinking tonight we could do it at the end.
No, whenever. I just wanted to, I get you. And Evan, whips at Chatham Hill.
I'll take whips.
All right, so Evan, our next matchup, we got the Beast of Burbine at the Widowmakers. Who you like?
Give me Wilcox.
I'll give you the Widowmakers. How about that?
All right, deal.
Because I'm just copy and pasting and it's easier to, never mind. Alex.
Can I get Wilcox?
You can get the Widowmakers too. Jay, the Beast of Burbine at Widowmakers.
I'll go Widowmakers.
All right. Corey.
Yeah, I think metaphorically speaking, there's going to be husbands are going to die at Wilcox. I think there's going to be some widows made that day.
Right.
So I'm going to go with Wilcox Widowmaker.
Fair. Jamin.
I'm going to have to go with the Widowmakers.
Because unlike your team, they have people old enough to be married.
Yep, that does. Burbine, their superpower is their home course.
That's fair. Tim, who you got?
Widowmakers.
Randy.
Wilcox Memorial Park.
That would be the Widowmakers. Okay. Brandon picked Wilcox or the Widowmakers. And who you got, Jason?
Man, that's tough. Based on the course and the home field advantage, Widowmakers.
Ooh.
Surprising.
Our final matchup, we've got the Wrenches at the Goats. Starting with Jason. Who you got?
Oh, that one, that's going to be even tighter. It's really hard to go against the Goats. Gotta go Goats.
Okay. Brandon went with the Goats. Randy, who you got?
Oh, I just got reversed on my muting buttons. I'll go Goats.
All right. Tim.
I'm gonna go goat.
That sounded like you were debating with yourself. So
Yeah, I am debating with myself. I don't know. I gotta try to be strategic here.
Remember how well that worked out for you last time?
It did work out really well for me last
Yeah,
time.
it did.
But you could also lose all the ground
I
you gained.
could lose all the ground except for against Corey because I'm assuming he's going to be a good team player.
That is not a precedent I have set.
That's true. You do go. You are a wild card.
I cut the brake lines.
Yeah. All right. Oh God, this roster's so good. I'm going Goats.
All right, Jaimen, who you got?
I got the Goats.
All right, Corey.
Yeah, I'm going Wrenches. I think it'll be interesting to see who CTK brings to the match. I know they don't have that much experience playing team challenge matches at home compared to how many home matches they've had. So, and I think it'll be interesting to see what the course conditions are like and if we end up playing the shorts or not. Because I think if we play the shorts, we have probably a little bit better of a chance. So, hoping for a good match. I know it'll be a good match, but I'm hoping it's a good match for us in particular.
And Jay, correct me if I'm wrong. You're also on the Wrenches?
I am.
Who you got?
I think this is going to be the upset of the season. I'm going Wrenches.
Well, I would think Corey would think that the Goats would be the upset of the season, but I'll allow it.
Well, with the way this panel seems to be voting, I'd call Wrenches winning the upset.
No, you're absolutely right.
Alex hasn't voted yet.
That's true. He's always on the cutting edge of votes. Who you got, Alex?
I would go with the Goats.
Goats.
Oh, okay.
And Evan.
I'm going to jump on the bandwagon and take Wrenches.
Ooh. He's hearing confidence from a couple team members.
I like it.
I dig it. All right. Alex, you had something you wanted to get off your chest.
Well, I guess to lead off, are other people running into issues with player availability for this weekend?
Yes, but not as bad as you.
Not a cap.
Well, I mean, if you're somewhat aware, like I presume you see other people saying they're not available or anything like that.
Why, is it Valentine's Day or something? What's the deal? Oh, it is.
Yeah, Valentine's Day is part of it, but I figured if other people were also having issues, then I'd be less ranty, I guess. I'm looking at my my roster for this coming weekend, and we're at 9-3, and that's including everyone. Basically, everyone has answered at this point. It's just starting to get a little bit frustrating because I'm at minimums for last weekend. I'm at 9 instead of 15 guys for this weekend. I'm wondering if it's a little bit because of Valentine's Day, a little bit because of weather, a little bit because of. At this point, I don't think we can make playoffs. I assume we can't make playoffs, so it kind of feels like people aren't caring as much. So I don't know. I figured I'd run it out there, ask if other people are running into issues too, because I don't really know what to do at this point. These are good players. They're people I like being around. But if you're not going to be able to commit to playing the scheduled matches that we have known about for months and months at this point, we've got to start looking at how we can get players that can actually play on the squad.
Sounds like a CTK problem. Ooh, too soon.
Man, you better fucking hope you guys win. We got a lot of best players you can play, Corey. But
I know.
I wouldn't discount it's winter and everybody's fucking depressed aspect of it. It sucks outside.
Yeah,
it's definitely, it's harder to get the motivation to go and do something. So I think sometimes it's a little bit easier to make excuses, but yeah, no, there are definitely times, even Friday for me was one of them where as a captain, I feel like the world's falling down around me, but that's just, kind of the nature of the beast sometimes. At the end of the day, you're trying to get a whole bunch of adults in the same place at the same time with all different schedules and all different motivations and stuff. And it's hard, man.
Yeah.
Just playing devil's advocate, it's like, hey, you got to be free one weekend a month. You might also hit a bad weekend too.
Yeah, it's Valentine's Day. I understand that people have plans for these things beforehand. There's also the aspect of, we filled up our roster really quickly with players. Our roster reserve slots were filled basically in the second month. So we have Kendry on our roster. Kenji's injured. He's not going to be able to play. We can't swap him out for anybody because, that's not how this works. There's a little bit of captain error on that end too. So I don't want to make it out like it's everybody else's fault or anything like that.
Yeah. You can't look into the future though. No. It's super easy to look into the past. That was a lot of the CTK problem for that Wilcox match is Peter was injured and he couldn't play, and Tim's been out since the first couple of matches this season. You can't forecast that kind of stuff. I personally don't really see the point of the reserve players thing. I think it adds a level of complication to everything and a level of finality that doesn't really make a lot of sense. I think that roster moves are always going to lend more flexibility, and I don't really see the issue with them, but that's a conversation for August.
Sounds like a postseason Skeps vote.
We can do post-mortem on New York Team Challenge after finals.
You say post-mortem, but we could probably go with something more like after action report or something like post-mortem to the final season.
It's not dead yet.
The season would be. It's just for the season, not for the league. Man, you guys.
Yeah, it's starting to shape up. I don't want to say Chatham's not going to be a team next year because obviously I think we're going to be able to scrape together a roster one way or another. In my head, we're not a competitive team, so a lot of people who want to be competitive aren't going to want to play. And there's not really a way for us to get better unless somehow I can poach players from other teams and be like, hey, do you want to come to our 1-6 team?
Other teams seem to do it.
Yeah, but yeah, so there's no draft. I can't offer anyone a better contract than a different team. So
you guys don't have NIL?
Yeah, right. No transfer portal. No, nothing there.
You're gonna have to severely reduce the housing market value in Chatham, so everyone moves there.
Locality is basically the only thing I have going for me. To a certain extent, I can appeal to hey, these are some of my friends. Maybe they should play, but there's only so much you can do to improve your squad, and it feels like it's starting to kill the interest in the team, I guess is the way I want to phrase that.
If you had a sweet ass mansion with a killer spread, I think you can get some teams.
That's the way to do it.
It's a country club. They got no mansions.
I've been looking for a house. There's a place on 295. It might be an option.
Have you considered paying people in Mindy's cookies?
We bring them every match. I don't know what you want. I can only bring them to so many.
Fair.
All right. After all that, Pat, can I change one of my picks?
Which pick?
Yeah, who did you?
I'm taking the wrenches over the goat.
After all of that, what does that even mean, Tim?
Right, we never even talked about that.
No, I know. I've been listening to this and having an internal conflict, so I wanted to change my vote.
All right.
Wait, you want to change to the wrenches?
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Thank you.
Got to mix it up. I like it. Anybody up for a quiz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Jay, I don't know if you listen. Do you know the rules to disc or no disc?
Yes, it's been a little while since I've caught a disc or no disc, but familiar.
We got 3 categories for trivia. If you answer correctly, you get to guess whether or not that is a PDGA approved disc or not, and you can get a bonus point. So each question is theoretically worth 2 points. You can get 2 points, 1 point, or no point. Jay, you and Evan are captains, so excluding myself and Evan, who would you like on your team?
How many people do I get to pick?
Well, right now, 1.
Just one. I'll start with Jaimen.
You don't listen to this, dude.
Evan, who you got?
I'll take Randy.
I just picture Randy doing a Napoleon right there when he's like, yes.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing.
We're going snake draft. Evan, who else you got?
Give me Corey.
Good answer. Good answer.
Jay, who you got? So Jaimen, Randy, and Corey are out.
I'll go Tim.
And that means Alex is our Alex for the week. So Jay, Jaimen, Tim, and Alex versus Evan, Randy, and Corey. Jay, you guys do get to go first, though.
Rec League, baby.
Oh, Rec, yeah, REC. So Jay, Jaimen, Tim, and Alex, I've got 3 categories. The first 2 to get picked will be used. Would you like category 1, category 2, or category 3?
We'll start with 3.
All right. Question 1, category 3. What specific term describes the explosive event that occurs when oxygen is suddenly reintroduced to a fire in a confined space that has depleted its air supply? What specific term describes the explosive event that occurs when oxygen is suddenly reintroduced to fire in a confined space that has depleted its air supply?
It's a backdraft, isn't it?
I believe so.
Sounds good.
Like it.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is the backdraft a disc?
Damn, that is not what I thought the answer was going to be.
Corey, I heard you singing an Incubus song to that one in my head.
Oh, is that a song?
Yeah. I thought it was spontaneous combustion.
Oh.
Oh, no, I was thinking reignition.
Okay. But anyways,
Good
is
song,
it
though,
a
good
disc?
song.
Backdraft seems like a good disc name.
I like it.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, if my team says yeah, we'll go with it.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Salient Discs, May 22nd, 2014. All right. They're up 2-0. Evan, Randy, and Corey, would you like category 1, category 2, or category 3?
Show us the way, Evan.
Let's go 2.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Question 1, category 2. In American football, what specific ruling is declared when a kickoff or punt is fielded in the receiving team's end zone and the player voluntarily takes a knee, resulting in the ball being placed anywhere between the 20 and 35-yard line, depending on the league and Roger Goodell's mood? In American football, what specific ruling is declared when a kickoff or punt is fielded in the receiving team's end zone and the player voluntarily takes a knee, resulting in the ball being placed anywhere between the 20 and 35-yard line, depending on the league and Roger Goodell's mood?
Touchback.
That's
of
what I
Notre
thought.
Dame.
I agree. Of Notre Dame.
Touchback of Notre Dame.
Nice.
Yeah,
You
touchback.
touch.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Is the touchback a disc?
I don't really like
I-
that.
That makes no sense.
Doubt it?
Yeah, I'd say no.
All right, we're going no.
You are correct.
Nice.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
All right. 1 round in. We're all tied up at 2. Jay, Jaimen, Tim, and Alex, category 2 or category 3? Category 1 will be saved for a later date.
If we're doing football, I like that.
Yeah, you're liking that one?
Yeah, I like if there's football stuff, I like that as an option, but it could just be a trap.
The next question's like, what homophone?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, well, there's a word. I'm done.
Based on the Latin.
Yeah, right. Based on the Latin.
Well, for Tim, it'd be what word?
Yeah, what word means this? Oh, good. But yeah.
I'm good with either of them. Not enough information yet.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll roll the dice on 2.
All right, we'll go to 2.
Yes, 2.
All right. Question 2, category 2. On many digital leaderboards or compact scorecards, what 2-character abbreviation represents the aggregate score for the first half of an 18-hole round? On many digital leaderboards or compact scorecards, what 2-character abbreviation represents the aggregate score for the first half of an 18-hole round?
F9.
FN maybe? Yeah, I mean, like front
Is this
nine.
2-digit, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So it can be.
Was it just 2-digit? Okay.
It can be F9.
2-character.
2-character.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be F9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In like traditional ball golf, there's like the out and the in, if that makes sense. I don't know how familiar you guys are with that, but I think F9 makes sense.
Yeah, F9 makes sense.
I'm good with it.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is the F9 a disc?
Sure is.
Yep.
I was going to say, do they go that high?
They do. I think it's the flippiest one, right?
I don't remember.
By their numbering scheme, it would be. I'm also not 100% sure it goes all the way there, but
Wait, does it not go that high?
I know there's an F7.
I know there's an F7 too. That's where my brain's at. I know there's an F7. I don't think there's an F8.
Yeah, F8 here sounds weird.
Yeah, you're right. And maybe it doesn't go that high. Maybe
I'm not very well versed in Prodigy discs, so.
Same.
Either am I, but I don't think I've ever heard of an F8.
yeah, there's a lot of Prodigy discs I haven't really seen that exist. M2,
True.
but yeah, I'm good with no.
I'm good with no too, because you're right. I don't think I've ever heard of anything past an F7.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll go no.
You guys going no? Prodigy Discs, November 7th, 2022.
I'm going with my gut.
All right. Evan, Randy, and Corey, you're down 1 point. Would you like category 2 or category 3?
Would you have gotten that one? Anybody?
No,
I wouldn't have.
I was thinking of the in and out as well, but it was backwards because in is after you finish the back nine. You're
Mhm.
coming back in, I think.
Even after Jaimen said F9, it took me about 2 more minutes to like put it together. So
No, when he said it, I liked it. If 3 is movies, I think it's hit or miss. It's either something.
Do you think they're all Kurt Russell movies?
Oh gosh, I hope so.
All right, let's do.
I'm willing to
let's do
find
one.
out.
Or rather, let's do 3.
okay.
Category 3, Pat.
Question 2, category 3. What word can be used to describe the 1969 Mets, a stretch of Wilshire Boulevard, or Smokey Robinson's backing band? What word can be used to describe the 1969 Mets, a stretch of Wilshire Boulevard, or Smokey Robinson's backing band?
You guys know this one?
No.
No.
Miracle.
Oh,
The Miracle Mets or Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. I don't know about Wilshire Boulevard.
and Kurt Russell was in that.
I
So
can't believe
Oh,
Randy's
that's right. He was the coach.
What a
I
call,
like
Randy.
it. Wow. You're on Eric Struna levels of
yeah, right.
category
The
determination.
next one is Escape from New York.
The next
No.
time someone says that one data point doesn't make a line, is fucking lying.
We're going to go Miracle.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
Miracle Mile for Wilshire Boulevard.
Yeah. All right.
Is the Miracle a disc?
Probably.
Gotta be.
I have no clue.
I think so. I think it is.
I like it. I like it conceptually.
I'm always down for yes.
You guys
Yeah,
agree?
we know.
Yep.
Yep.
DKG Disc Sports, April 4th, 2010. And you guys take the lead by a point. Jay, Jaimen, Tim, and Alex, category 2 or 3.
I'm not picking movies again. I'm kind of out on that.
Yeah, I would be zero help on that one if we're going by movies.
I guess we'll stick with 2 then.
All right, question 3, category 2. Also a car from Oldsmobile. What short, broad, slightly curved sword was a favorite secondary weapon for sailors and pirates because its robust blade was ideal for cutting heavy rope and canvas? Also a car from Oldsmobile. What short, broad, slightly curved sword was a favorite secondary weapon for sailors and pirates because its robust blade was ideal for cutting heavy rope and canvas?
Everybody know this one?
I mean, I
Saber.
have 2 potential answers.
It's a Cutlass, right?
Cutlass. Yeah.
That's an Oldsmobile car.
Yeah, I had a Cutlass.
Yeah, sure. That was one of the answers I had, so I am happy with that.
Cool.
You guys agree?
Yes.
We're tied. Is the Cutlass a disc?
Are you sure it wasn't Cutlass Supreme?
I had a Cutlass Supreme.
Oh,
Cutlass
damn it.
Sierra?
Does that come with onions? Is that what makes it a Supreme?
Premium cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion.
The Cutlass definitely
Cutlass
sounds like a
definitely
disc.
feels like a good disc name.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
feel like a good name.
We'll go yes.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Latitude 64, December 9th, 2015.
Was that a 2 or a 3?
That was a 2. So you guys are down 5-4. Evan, Randy, and Corey, category 2 or 3.
Do you guys know what category 2 is yet? I don't.
No.
Okay. But they're scared of 3, so I want to
We should just go
do
to 2
something
then.
with that, right? That's
Yeah.
it, right? That's the thing.
I did know that one.
All right,
I knew
let's
that
go.
one too.
Yeah, me too.
So what are we going with?
2.
All right, question 4, category 2. In the 2022 animated film DC League of Super Pets, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson provided the voice for which superpowered canine protagonist? In the 2022 animated film DC League of Super Pets, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson provided the voice for which superpowered canine protagonist?
Should I guess blindly?
Go ahead, because I have a guess.
Was it Bolt?
I don't think so. I think
Okay, good.
that's a good guess. My guess is Crypto.
Okay, that's DC.
I think it's all like the superheroes' pets. So he would probably play Superman's dog, right?
Yeah, he'd be the main character if they're dropping the money on.
He's not going to play Sug, anything less than that.
Yeah,
And crypto could be a disc. I'm sure a lot of crypto bros are out there in the disc golf space.
Let's burn that bridge when we get to it.
Okay.
mm-hmm.
We'll go crypto.
You don't think the Bolt is a disc, Corey?
That one definitely.
That's why I volunteered it so quickly.
So you guys going with crypto?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the crypto
Ooh.
a disc?
Bolt was a good guess because that's definitely about like a super powered dog.
I think it was John Travolta played
Ooh.
Bolt.
It was, yeah.
Bob Reno.
Give me drugs. Nobody gets it.
Is the crypto a disc? I mean, it's someone's got to had to have done.
Right, like last week probably, right?
Yeah, or at least in the past 5 years.
I hate it, so of course it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, Randy. What do you think?
I don't love it.
Right?
It's too mainstream to not be.
I know. I don't know.
Well,
2 yeses and I don't know means yes.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
if it is, it's probably not spelled the way that I've written down the answer to the question.
Maybe with a K.
With a K, because that's probably copyrighted.
Oh no, I wrote down C.
I don't know. Corey, you can pick this one. I don't.
I'm saying yes. I'm saying yes, Pat.
All
Show
right,
me
we'll go
yes.
Maybe
We'll
it's
go
from
yes.
the cryptozoology
Okay.
line of discs.
All right.
Yeah.
I
sure,
like it.
yeah.
I like it the same.
That's not why it's going to be yes, but yeah.
You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh, you.
Oh my God.
C
You guys
or
gotta
K,
reel
it's
me in.
not correct. But we're tied, which that's all. For halfway through, we're tied.
That's all you wanted, right?
Yeah, what do I care about? I just want close scores.
Who cares about your feelings?
Yeah. FYF, right? No.
Hey, yeah, apparently.
Jay, Jaimen, Tim, and Alex, would you like category 2 or category 3? Question 5 and 2 or 3 and 3?
Should we take a stab at 3?
Theoretically, it'd be an easier question.
All right.
Let's go with 3.
Going with 3? All right. Question 3, category 3. What is the superhero nickname of Benjamin J. Grimm, founding member of the Fantastic Four? What is the superhero nickname of Benjamin J. Grimm, founding member of the Fantastic Four?
Ben Grimm is the thing.
Yeah. Yep.
You
I
guys
agree.
agree?
I agree.
Is the thing a disc?
Gotta be a disc, right?
Could be. The It is a disc. Why not?
The thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, would it be like one of those gimmick discs that isn't approved or something?
I think we thought about the other one too hard. I think it is.
I'm happy going yes.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no.
Are you kidding me?
But you're up 6-5. Evan, Randy, and Corey. Question 5 in category 2 or question 4 in category 3?
I'm sad that we didn't get that question.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't have got it.
Let's go with 3, Pat.
You guys good with 3?
Yeah.
Question 4, category 3. What is the villainous name of the Spider-Man enemy and crime boss Lonnie Lincoln, who is known for his albinism, file-down teeth, and superhuman durability? What is the villainous name of the Spider-Man enemy and crime boss Lonnie Lincoln, who is known for his albinism, file-down teeth, and superhuman durability?
Ooh. Randy, I don't know if you know that you're muted.
Juggernaut.
Nope. I don't know when I wasn't or was. Anyways, I don't know this one.
So the albinism and the, what was it? Durability? Invulnerability?
Durability.
Superhuman
Oh,
durability.
wait. I do know it. Sorry. I forgot the category for a second. It's Tombstone.
Oh my God.
I was back and forth on like the character, but then I remembered that that's a Kurt Russell movie. And
God, that's such a good movie.
It's Tombstone.
Is Randy still on track?
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who Kurt Russell is. I mean, I know the name.
Oh my God.
I don't know the face of the name, and I don't want to Google anything until after. But,
Bro, those are inside thoughts.
there is no inside thoughts.
Captain Ron. Come on.
Come on.
Who?
Snake Plissken?
This is just pure Greek.
When I see his
are you guys
face,
good?
I'm like, oh yeah.
Yes, Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Is the tombstone a disc?
Gotta be.
Gotta
Yes.
be. Of course it is.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Who makes it, Evan?
All right, no idea. Lone Star.
You do.
Yeah.
July 25th.
God, I gotta get
2022,
sponsored
Lone
by
Star
them.
Disc.
Yeah.
Are they still? Did you guys hear the Clash is no more? Is that true? Sorry, sidebar.
Wait, really?
I was working out in the basement. I heard it on like a YouTube short or something. We can circle back.
Yeah, we'll
Move past it.
next week.
All right, so you guys are up 7-6. Jay, Jaimen, Tim, and Alex. Question 5 and 2 or question 5 and 3? We're all caught up.
I mean, my thought is 2, but
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
We'll go back to 2.
Going back to 2. All right, question 5, category 2. In The Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson discovers that he is a demigod son of which Olympian one of the big three gods who had sworn an oath not to have any more children? In The Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson discovered that he is a demigod son of which Olympian, one of the big three gods who had sworn an oath not to have any more children?
It's Poseidon.
Yep.
You guys agree?
It's a good series.
Which, the movies or the TV show?
I haven't watched any. I mean, the books. I haven't watched any of this. I haven't watched any of the TV, but the books are good.
The movies were not good. The books were good. And the TV show was better than the movies.
Good to know.
Pretty sure the movies had Alexandra Daddario. I'm just saying.
Playing a character that looks nothing like she does in the books.
All right. Well, is the Poseidon a disc?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it's a Neptune.
Oh, good call. That makes
I'm
sense.
with you on that.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no.
Sorry. I was pretty confident about that one.
We're tied, but you guys are down a question. Evan, Randy, and Corey, question 6 and 2 or question 5 and 3?
I think we should keep teaching Corey about Kurt Russell.
I can't wait to Google him.
You're going to be like, oh, that guy?
Yeah, 100%.
That fucking guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm curious to see what your recollection. You'll be like, oh, the guy from whatever. I'm curious what that'll be. So
I'll keep
So
that
we're
in
going
mind.
with
we're going with
Strategically, do
3?
we? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's go to 3.
Did you just try and say strategy? No.
Strategically.
Get out of here.
Yeah, whatever.
It sounds like a mirage of something.
It's a montage.
Oh, montage was the word, not mirage.
Wow, now this is getting legs. I like this.
All right, question 5, category 3. The red and yellow flags and uniforms of Australia's surf lifesavers originated with the maritime code signal, in which a red and yellow flag stood for the letter O, which was used to signal a person in what predicament. The red and yellow flags and uniforms of Australia's surf lifesavers originated with the maritime code signals in which a red and yellow flag stood for the letter O, which was used to signal a person in what predicament.
Overboard.
That's the first thing I thought.
Oh.
Is that a movie?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
his wife.
Oh, yeah, his wife was doing that
They're never
thing.
married. Goldie Hawn's in it, and she hits her head.
The whole family, the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's that guy Jim, or Jim's
I
dad.
don't know about Jim.
There's always some guy named Jim in a movie.
I feel good.
Can't argue with that.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is the overboard a disc?
I don't love it.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. There've been a lot of misses tonight. A lot of missed guesses. A lot of no's tonight. I think no.
I think no.
But
yeah,
I'm going to go no.
Might be baited.
Let's say no.
Whatever.
Yeah. What strategy?
Stick to our heart.
Yes.
My heart says no. Finally.
No?
We're going no.
You are correct.
Oh,
Yes,
the heart
followed
will...
Corey's cold heart.
Yeah, it'll never leave you astray. Lead you astray? Lead you astray.
They did a remake with, was it Anna Faris? Or-
Oh, that
makes
sounds familiar.
So much sense.
That sounds familiar.
But they
yeah.
flipped it where she was the, everyday
She didn't
worker
lose her-
and the guy
yeah.
was the, you know what I mean? Where,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A gender swap?
thank you, I couldn't think of the word.
Got you.
All right, Jay, Jaimen, Tim, and Alex, you're down 2 points. Final round. Would you like question 6 in category 2 or question 6 in category 3?
I think we have to take the. Does anyone know Kurt Russell movies on this team?
It's, no.
I'm
I'm gonna go no.
No? All right. Because I feel like if we don't take that one, we're kind of just handing that to them. But if we don't know it, then I don't think it's going to help.
Yeah, my instinct is to take the one that we're more likely to get right.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's take 2.
Sounds good.
All right, question 6, category 2, featuring T.I. and Lil Wayne. What 2004 hit song by Destiny's Child includes the lyrics, "If his status ain't hood, I ain't checking for him"? Featuring T.I. and Lil Wayne, what 2004 hit song by Destiny's Child includes the lyrics, "If his status ain't hood, I ain't checking for him"?
I feel like I know this.
Did we even figure out what this category is all
Yeah,
about?
what the hell is this category?
I know what it is.
Is it?
It's commercials. It's commercials from the NFL, from the Super Bowl, right? Didn't they have a crypto commercial? Wasn't there something about Poseidon?
I mean, there was definitely stuff about crypto.
I feel like Poseidon was like a TV show or something like that. I feel like I saw a commercial about Poseidon. I could be completely off, but that's what jumps into my head.
I don't know.
Destiny's Child, Lil Wayne, T-Pain. I'm not coming up with anything.
Yeah, I got nothing on this one.
I don't have the faintest.
What's Destiny's Child song. Let's just throw something out there that's featuring the,
I don't have anything that's featuring it.
No.
I got nothing.
Is it Bootylicious?
That'd be one hell of a disc.
That right? Wouldn't that be a good one? Independent Woman. Like, what are we going with here?
The only thing that came to my head was No Scrubs, but I don't even know that.
That is not Destiny's Child.
Yeah,
so
I could not have told you if it was Destiny's Child or not. So
It's like TLC.
that is TLC. And
right.
yeah.
Hit him with a pat.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
About 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Oh, wow.
These guys are chasing waterfalls, so they
Oh,
gotta get 10
wow.
seconds.
What a...
10 seconds really is like 20 real seconds. So
Yeah.
you got what you
I got
want.
nothing.
Starting now.
Yeah.
I don't know. The only thing I'm coming up with is Bootylicious, just because it's a fun word to say.
I'm not gonna stop you.
Okay. Bootylicious.
You guys agree?
Sure.
What was that, Tim?
Bootylicious.
Just wanted you to say it one more time.
Yeah, I got you.
Evan, Randy, and Corey featuring T.I. and Lil Wayne. What 2004 hit song by Destiny's Child includes the lyric, "If his status ain't hood, I ain't checking for him"?
Go ahead, Corey. Don't be shy.
Yeah, it was that hit song, Strat.
I thought Randy would be all over this.
Maybe Ballers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the category? You said you did.
Tim said he did.
Oh, I swear you said you knew the category.
No, Tim was one that said Super Bowl commercials.
No, like earlier when we got to the crypto one.
Oh, crypto? I thought it was the other one that Evan said he had the...
No,
the
well,
right. That's
I've known that since yesterday or something.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I get you.
I have no idea. I said my answer.
Yeah, I don't know the category. I didn't really see any commercials, so I don't know if that's correct. And I don't know the answer.
Unless it was that cringe Dunkin' Donuts commercial or whatever the hell it was with freaking...
Dude, that was funny with all the 90s actors.
I didn't think it was funny. I'm like, this is...
Well, because you weren't alive. What do you mean?
I understood all the references, but I'm like, this... I don't know. It was just like the dialogue or the acting was embarrassing.
It was definitely playing for a little bit above your age range there, Corey, because I enjoyed it.
I've watched
And I hate
Seinfeld and
Dunkin'
I've
Donuts.
watched Friends, and I got it all, but it was like, ugh.
Not one thing that Ben Affleck's done for Dunkin' Donuts has been good. So this was okay in comparison. When you set the bar that low, you can only go up from there.
So I changed my answer to Duncan.
I was going to say No Scrubs, and we know that that's the wrong artist. So
Randy, you got nothing?
I can't think all the lyrics of this song. I don't know why the word baller came out.
Oh, right. You said that. Let's go with
let's
that.
go with
that
that.
sounds like it might actually be something.
Let's go with Baller.
Baller?
Yep.
Yeah.
We were looking for Soldier.
Oh, of course.
Oh, that great. Yep, that hit.
Featuring T.I. and Lil Wayne.
Is the Soldier a disc?
All right, so you guys are up by 2 points.
The world may never know.
What's that?
Is the Soldier a disc?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, the Soldier
okay.
is not a disc.
All right.
But you guys are up by 2 points. If you get this last question right, you win. If you get it wrong, they have a chance to tie.
All right, let's go.
Question 6, category 3. In 2025, tech companies OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle launched what AI project? I'm going to make it harder. I'm going to just stop it there. In 2025, tech companies OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle launched what AI project?
2025. Damn, Gorsage is definitely going to know this one.
Mm-hmm.
So some sort of collaboration.
Escape from LA.
Oh my God, yes. They've put the AIs to figure it out.
What was the other two? OpenAI and who?
SoftBank. I don't
Oracle.
Oracle.
OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle.
know. Was it really SoftBank? Wow.
That didn't help me at all.
Universal Soldier.
Yes. Keep going. Oh my God, just keep going, Kurt Russell.
Oh, yeah, you know the category. What other movies you got?
Yeah, that's why I'm just saying ones that clearly aren't going to be the disc
What was the
name.
first one you said?
Escape from LA.
Oh, I don't like that one, but
Captain Ron is maybe my favorite Kurt Russell movie.
yeah, don't like that one either.
Nope.
What was that second one you said?
Universal Soldier.
There's a soldier. Wait, was he in that?
I thought so. Am I crazy?
No, what's the one with
Both things can be true, Randy.
what's
Yeah.
the one with James Spader?
Ooh, love that guy.
Oh, Stargate?
I love that movie.
Oh, that's a good answer too.
He's definitely in that. I don't know
Yeah.
about
That is a
Universal
great
Soldier.
answer.
No,
That's
we're going
a great
Stargate.
answer.
Universal Soldier was Van Damme, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
no, move past it. But Stargate.
Sorry.
I'm gonna after this. I'm googling what movie I'm thinking of. But anyways, Stargate.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I love that
It
answer.
is a great movie.
Stargate is the answer, Pat.
You guys agree?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
In 2025, tech companies OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle launched what AI project that sounds like a portal to the heaven?
Oh, that's the full question?
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, yeah, we would have gotten that right
I
away.
can't believe we got there.
Is the Stargate a disc?
Gotta
Yes.
That's a good.
More importantly, was Kurt Russell in Universal Soldier?
I'm Googling it.
Was
now,
he
though.
like the colonel or something, maybe? He was like in charge of the program? You might be right.
Dude, I'm
Oh
oh
my
man, we
God.
forgot Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a disc, though, Randy. Sorry.
It's the Star. I say yes to Stargate.
Yeah.
Oh no, the name of the movie was just Soldier, and I was just confused on the category, I guess.
No, that was the answer to Destiny's Child. What are you
No, I
talking
know.
about?
It's also a Kurt Russell movie.
Right. Does that mean both categories are? Because now that you say that, Poseidon is a Kurt Russell movie.
Oh no.
Is Crypto a Kurt Russell movie?
Is F9 the Fast Saga a Kurt Russell movie?
He's in it.
Is Touchback?
Is
Oh
it?
my
I've
gosh,
never
they're
heard of
all
Touchback.
Kurt
Oh
Russell
my
movies.
God. We've been in it the whole time. Oh my God. He's got so many movies. This is
I can't. We were so focused on 3. That's crazy.
so I've known all the categories.
Oh, this fucking
Touche.
guy. Oh, yeah, I know this guy.
Oh, well, yes. That was the moment I was waiting for. What movie do you recognize him from?
Oh, now I'm just going through his fucking catalog a lot bigger. I
mean,
don't
The Thing
know,
is a pretty
actually.
good one.
No, the correct answer is Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
The Hateful Eight.
No. Boo.
That's a newer one, yeah, for sure.
Surely something before that, but
The original The Thing with
No.
Wilford Brimley.
I think I
Oh,
gotta go Stargate as my favorite movie
It is a
with
good
him.
one.
That's a great one.
Well, is Stargate a disc?
I say yes.
yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. Yep, for sure.
You guys agree?
Mhm.
I'm sorry, no.
Damn it.
Wow, so many no's.
But February 17th, 2025, Brian Heller sent me this Kurt Russell movie thing.
Man,
And I was like, well, no, dude, I've used Tombstone before. So I had to wait. And almost a year later,
playing the long game.
and I got 2 categories out of it.
I
Now,
love it.
technically, Cutlass was a short film that Kate Hudson made, and he was in it.
Oh, yep.
But
Stepdaughter.
Touchback was a movie. F9, the Fast Saga, he was in Crypto, Poseidon, and Soldier.
I can't help but wonder if we had picked category 1, were we still going to get double Kurt Russells?
But congratulations, Evan, Randy, and Corey. Sorry, Jay. A lot of it depends on what you pick. You were afraid of the movies, but they were all
It
movies.
was all movies.
Mm,
It's Turtles all the way down.
I just blew your mind. Anything else before we go?
The Thatcher Flex, DisCap Flex Series 1 registration is open.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone didn't know.
Corey, when did you sign up for?
4 o'clock.
Playing with my wife.
Who?
My wife. What do you mean who?
You're playing with your wife?
No, are you playing with my wife?
Oh, no, I think.
No, she's signed up for 440.
Oh, she went deep.
Yeah.
Randy, I thought you said you were playing with your wife, and Corey responded with "cool."
Yeah, I didn't know what he said.
I don't.
Yeah, that's what I was going with that whole interaction. I was like, "What? What just happened here?"
No, I'm currently signed up. Kyle's at another spot.
All right. Any birthdays coming up?
Caddy extraordinaire Dave Herodes, his birthday's in the 13th. John Tamburino, his birthday is the 11th, or was the 11th.
Evan Keogh's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Evan.
I got Mike Warner, which I think is lefty Mike Warner.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Evan, Alex, Corey, Jaimen, Tim, Randy, and Jay. Thanks for coming on.
It was good being on. Thanks for having me.
And sweet up, Hudson.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, everybody. Corey, you know what the Jets need?
$100 million.
They need a quarterback like that Sam Darnold.
Dude, I know, right? He's looking good out there.
Did you actually watch the game?
Yeah, I think I missed the first few minutes, and then I didn't bother watching like maybe the last 3 or 4 minutes in the last quarter. And by watching it, I had it up on another monitor. I didn't have my eyes glued to it, but
Wasn't really, I mean, the two teams were not, other than rooting against the Patriots. I mean, who wants to watch a game where you're just rooting against the team? That's no fun.
yeah.
But anybody else here? Jay, did you watch any of the Super Bowl?
I did. I watched the whole thing.
Did you have a horse in the race or a team to root for?
Yeah, I had $2 on the Seahawks, so I got $2 from my friend.
Heck yeah. Who's normally your team?
I'd say probably the Bills.
Okay.
I'm not a super fan of any one sports ball team in any league.
The term sports ball shows that, so it's all good. No worries. Alex, did you watch the game?
I did, but I wasn't really watching it particularly closely. It didn't really care about who was winning. Other than that, it was not a super entertaining game. If you don't particularly like, defensive, whatever you want to call it. It was a very defensive game and not super exciting for people who are not super worried about the outcome, in my opinion.
Yeah, no. Both teams have a really good defense. It seems like New England was a little more aggressive, and I feel like they felt like they had to be because, I mean, the knock on them has been that they had probably the easiest path to the Super Bowl of any team, especially in the championship game when the quarterback's hurt. Evan, did you watch?
I had it on in the background. I did not pay too close attention to it, to be honest.
That's cool. Jaimen?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I forgot about Jaimen.
You're good. Yeah. No, I watched it. It was good. It was entertaining. I was happy to see Seattle win.
Absolutely. Were you happy to see Seattle win, or were you happy to see the Patriots lose?
I'm not against the Patriots. I just think it's really cool to see the story arc of Sam Darnold.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm more against the Jets than I am against the Patriots, so it works on two levels for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but seeing him, as cool and collected as he was, he played a really good game. And, the Seeing Ghost guys from 4 or 5 years ago, it seems pretty crazy how much work he must have put in to be able to accomplish that.
That is kind of funny to say, like, yeah, I'm Sam Darnold, former Jets QB. I got a Super Bowl ring.
On my 5th team. You know what I mean? Like it's his 4th team since he left the Jets.
I would have been much more happy for Sam Darnold if it didn't mean he left the Vikings to do it. Which is not to say that it was his choice to leave the Vikings, but it's always rough when your team drops a player and then they end up doing as well as they do.
Or when a team drops a player and then their quarterback proves to be very inept. The quarterback of the future turns out to be. I mean, who's to say? I mean, everybody thought Sam Darnold was a bit of a lemon, so there could. I'm sure there were other factors, but on the surface, it doesn't look great.
Yeah, no,
I think it's crazy that he's the first USC quarterback to get one.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, well, they've had a lot of mediocre quarterbacks.
Well, they've had a lot of good college quarterbacks. They've had a lot of guys that you would think should have been good in the pros and never ended up. Well, maybe Carson Palmer's probably best.
Yeah, but he was in Bengals purgatory, so
right, yeah. So
might as well be on the Jets,
more or less, yeah. But yeah, I was kind of shocked to hear that he was the first one to make it, not only first.
I assume you watched the game.
I did.
What'd you think?
I was happy to watch the Patriots get blown out, so that was awesome. But I don't know. I guess blown out, but
dominated to a degree, at least defensively, for 3+ quarters.
But I mean, it was a pretty crappy game otherwise, but it wasn't too electric until third quarter or so.
Yeah,
but it was nice to watch. As much as it sucks to watch him win one, I was a big Sam Darnold fan coming, so I'm glad to get one. Kind of reinforce the fact of why I'm more of an NFL fan than a Jets.
Corey, I got to ask you about what's your issue with the Ring doorbell?
So that was one of the few commercials I do remember seeing. It was just like they were advertising this program that you could like opt in and pay for, I'm pretty sure, where like they advertise it as this like lost dog locator where we can like tie in everyone's Ring doorbells to create this security network of like neighborhoods, and we can help find the lost dogs. And I'm like, replace lost dogs with like something else that's a little bit more
sinister.
It's fairly sinister and dystopian.
Yeah.
Because Ring is owned by Flock Security, and they're kind of known for partnering with law enforcement, but giving them kind of unfettered access to all of their camera data.
So I can just imagine the board meeting. We're like, okay, we're getting a little bit of flack for our Flock system. What if we pushed out to Ring doorbells and we say it's for finding puppies, because everybody loves puppies and no one loves losing their dog.
It was very Dark Knight-ish. Was it the last one? Was it The Dark Knight Returns or The Dark Knight Rises? Whatever the third Batman movie was.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was the first one.
Was it the first one when he had all the...
Morgan Freeman in the base, like that big giant room?
It's the third one with the giant screen where he sets them all up and he destroys it at the end to be able to watch everybody. Yeah, it's the third one.
Lucius Fox.
Yeah, it goes in everybody's phones.
Yep.
And all the cameras and such. Yeah. No, I figured we could spend a couple minutes on Super Bowl-esque stuff, but not a bunch of big NFL guys here. So everybody's watching it in the periphery while they're playing Zork.
Slay the Spire.
See, I don't know.
He's got the dog.
Oh,
Jay,
I just assumed that was you.
I think it's Jaimen. I think
Yeah.
he forgot to mute.
That's okay.
I thought it was Jay too.
I just assumed that.
If you hear a cat, that's probably me.
Oh, I've got dogs. Tim's got kids, which is worse. You know. No, I'm teasing Tim.
I got too many of them. That's the problem.
True story.
Wait, hang on, Jaimen. It sounds like you're back.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you, the
We heard your
dog,
dog.
your mom.
What the fuck? No, my headset's saying I'm muted right now. Like it's blinking like I'm muted. Can you still hear me?
We can hear you now.
Stupid fucking button is not doing anything. Sorry. It's like seriously, I'm like, can you
No,
hear
we
me?
were blaming it on Jay.
Yeah, it's all good.
God, okay, like now it's working, but like I swear to God, my thing was muted. That's Taylor's brother dropped his dog off. We're watching it for the night, and it's just this like puppy miniature bulldog, fucking like wrecking ball. So I like played with it for a second. Sorry, Jesus, that sucks. My bad.
No, it was only for a second.
Yeah, it didn't distract too much. It was funny. It was not like a big deal.
You ruined my interview, Jaimen.
Yes, exactly.